How's everybody doing today? October 21st, and it's feeling wonderful outside here in the Tennessee, Nashville area. And you already know how it is. I'm feeling the same way I feel every single day. I'm nothing but blessed. Nothing but blessed. I cannot take anything away from what I got right now. Gratitude to me is the best thing to have in your soul. Gratitude. Yeah, just take that to heart right there. If you ain't thankful, you ain't living right. Everything could be worse. Could be worse. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Anyways, I'm gonna give y'all a little free game right here. A little common sense. Since common sense ain't common no more. And as I always like to tell y'all, time in the markets is better than timing the markets. Although time in the markets is key. Because you don't want to be no dud out here waiting for no 15 years for your returns to, break even on you. So why would you like I then again, let me say this first. This is not financial advice. This is entertaining, educational information. Information. This is not advice. Do not buy or sell anything I talk about just because it's coming out my mouth. I mean, hey, I'm not the richest guy in the world or anything. It's not like I know everything about the markets, but I'm still learning the same way that you guys are still learning. It's the reason why you're on this channel here now today. The reasons why you want to grow and scale yourself to the next level. And we're going to do this together, though. We're going to do it together as a community. But you do not want to invest during optimism, belief, thrill, and euphoria. How many times we got to go over this every single video? Because there's going to be some people who listen to some things that I say, and the things that I will be saying, you'll be seeing in the future. It's going to have results. It's going to have big results in them because I'm just that confident in what it is I speak about. I feel like confidence is key in everything. So I'm confident. I do my due diligence. I do my research. For the people who don't do their research, they get on platforms like YouTube to find the answers that they're seeking. But I'm telling you right now, we're seeking the answers of knowing when it is to get into the markets. If you're looking at this video too late, I feel bad for you. Look at it, if you're getting to the markets too late, I feel bad for you. You better be ready for a bumpy ride because investing that optimism, belief, thrill, and euphoria, yeah, yeah, this is normally when the news and everybody likes to talk about it around town. The guy cutting your grass asks you about, hey man, you heard about Bitcoin going up recently? Man, it's hitting $50,000 right now, man. Next thing you know, a month later, oh yeah, it's at $60,000. Oh, it's creeping. It's almost at $70,000. Oh, I might as well go ahead and get me some Bitcoin. It's going crazy. There go your portfolio. Just died, and then you're forced selling mad, angry, got bills to pay. So you're like, man, I was trying to get a quick little extra couple $1,000. I invested a whole $2,000 into this. I done sold my car and invested into Bitcoin because it was going crazy. And as soon as I do it a month later, man, I lost 50% of my investments. That's your fault. Don't let nobody make you FUD into no investments. Do your own research. We do not invest at optimism, belief, thrill, and euphoria. At the bottom of the market is where the millionaires are made, the billionaires are made, even the hundred of thousandaires are made at the bottom of the markets. It's a long cycle. But for those of you who have been here and have seen the other last couple of videos I have, you understand how the market cycles work. 3 years from bottom to top. And we're going to measure this out right here, just so I can show you guys. Here go the bottom of the 2018 market. 3 years, ladies and gentlemen, to get from the bottom to the top. This is exactly 1,058 days. I'm gonna pull up the calculator for you so you can understand exactly what it is I'm trying to tell you. Oh, come on. Did my computer freeze? Oh no. Ah, okay. I wonder what happened. Anyways, gonna look this up right here. 1,000 58 days. We're gonna divide that by 365. Boom. That's roughly 3 years right there, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost exactly 3 years, ladies and gentlemen. And the fact that this market got cut short because of COVID is to let you know that it was supposed to run a little bit longer than that. And it also go a little bit higher than that. Probably a lot a bit higher. But you can't change the past. We're here now. That was 3 years. 3 years going from bottom to top in a year, boom, of 84% correction from top to bottom. It has been like that for the last three bull markets. This is nothing but data that I can show you. I'm not going to go all the way back in time. I have other videos explaining that for you. Please go and check them out. Please go and check them out. And please like, comment, and subscribe because your boy really would love the support. The community will love the support. We're building together. So, you might as well go ahead and get involved, get involved, get involved. But where are we at right now in these markets? I just showed you that it's a 3 years going from the bottom to the top, and it's a year going from top to the bottom with approximately an 84% correction. Now, it could be less, could be a little more. The first bull run, I believe, it was 85. Then the next one was 84. I mean, the bear market, it was 85. Then the next one was 84. So it's like, it's roughly the same every single time. And I believe we had one more that was 83. So it's roughly the same every single time. Like I said, go check out the other videos and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I went all the way back to the beginning of the Bitcoin price chart, and we marked every 4 year cycle for Bitcoin. And the reason we're talking about Bitcoin, of course, everybody should know Bitcoin is it's the flagship. Like everything follows Bitcoin when it comes to crypto. Nothing moves unless Bitcoin moves first. So, of course, you have to check out Bitcoin first before you check out anything else. Because if Bitcoin ain't doing nothing, what do you think the coin that you're trying to get into is going to be doing? Nothing. Let's check it out right here on Coin Market Cap, guys. Ladies and gents. As we see right here, Bitcoin is in the green. And, everything under Bitcoin, roughly, just about everything, is also in the green. Well, at least it's about to get there. They're making their corrections back up to the top. Bitcoin just made a little jump upwards. Everything is following. As you can see, most of these markets look like almost identical. Bitcoin made this little jump up. Ethereum made this little jump up. What is this? BNB made a little jump up. We can keep it going. Everybody just made a little spike up the same way Bitcoin. It's because they're following Bitcoin. They have no choice. Now, the volatility in each of these coins could be off just by a little bit, but overall, they're following Bitcoin. And like I said, all these markets look almost identical with a couple outliers. Some people march to the beat of their own drum. But hey, what are you gonna say about that? Now, I got a question to ask you guys. When's the best time to plant a tree? When is the best time to sow? Yesterday? 10 years ago, 20 years ago, it doesn't really matter. The best time was, yes, correctly 20 years ago, but right now is the best time because 20 years ago already passed. If you would have planted a tree 20 years ago, you would have had something growing already outside. Probably would be, the size of you as a person. So a young spud compared to tree life. But 20 years ago would have been the best time to invest. Right now, it's the next best time to invest, to plant your tree, to go ahead and sow so you can be prepared to reap. It's a little food for thought. Like I said, this is not financial advice. To me, it's just common sense. But for you, it's entertaining educational information so that you can move forward however it is you pleaseth to move forward. Now, I want to get into this Bitcoin analysis right here. Three historical accurate Bitcoin on chain metrics are flashing that we are at a bottom. And like I said, typically it's 84% correction, which will put us all the way down here at a $10,000 Bitcoin. Now, let me move my beautiful face out the way real quick. You guys loving the face reveal today? I know all my other videos, I ain't have my face shown. I had to get things together first. I was still working at the kinks on a lot of things, so I don't really want to show my face. Plus, I need a haircut and everything. I had to shave a little bit. And I was looking like a caveman up in here, man. I couldn't get on YouTube looking like that. Gotta look sexy for the ladies. Hopefully my wife don't see this. But let's go ahead and look through this article real quick. Let's see what they're talking about. So you can see they seeing Bitcoin at the bottom. I'll be loving the little pictures depicting on what it is they're talking about up here. H2O. Good old quality H2O. Bitcoin and other riskier assets slipped on October 21st as traders scrutinized macro indicators that suggest the Federal Reserve would continue to hike rates. Nonetheless, the Bitcoin to USD pair remains range bound. Try to say both of those words at the same time. Inside the 18 to 20,000 price range, showing a strong bias conflict in the market. Pretty much what they're trying to say is they believe that we are at the bottom. That from this point forward, there's nowhere else to go but up. I want to hear your I just want to know what you guys think about that, honestly. What do you guys think about that? As you can see right here on the RSI, we hit a bottom back in June. I believe it's June 19th, June 20th, 18th to the 20th. We hit a bottom in Bitcoin. Let's go back up here so we can get a little more accurate for you. 15th to 16th. That's when we hit the bottom in Bitcoin so far. Of course, we bounced off, we tapped it again, boom, bounced off, we tapped it again, boom. Third bounce is normally the indicator showing that it's a solid structure. But at the same time, with this downward sloping resistance, we're channeling into a little pit of nothing but unbelievable pressure. Now, which way that pressure is going to go, it's 50-50. Either, bounce and break to the upside, and we won't be able to speak on that until it does. We can't predict what the chart's going to do. The only thing we can do is react to how the charts are acting. You don't want to. That's a little key for the day traders right there. Don't try to predict the charts unless you're a master day trader out here. You have to react to the way that the charts are moving. Simple enough. Simple enough. But looking down right here at this chart they have for it, just the Bitcoin historical drawdowns. And pretty much what it's depicting here, as you can see, the light blue, it sucks right here. Everything's crossing over each other, whoop-de-woo. But it's showing all four market cycles, all four-year market cycles that we had with Bitcoin so far. And we're gonna start with the light blue. Boom, boom, boom. It falls, and what happens? Capitulation, just moving sideways, low volatility. There's nothing major happening. I'm going to pull this up a little bit closer for you. There's no volatility right here. Volatility, what I mean by that is just these massive upswings and downswings in the market. It's none of that. That means a lot of price action, a lot of liquidity getting put through the markets. If it's none of that going on, the price isn't going to move that much in sideways movement. The next one, boom, hit a bottom, and after that, it was just sideways moving. Not too much volatility. A little more from the previous market, but that's just because more money was in the system as a whole. So yeah, it was a little bit more volatile. So more people trading into Bitcoin, more liquidity into the market. So it had a little bit more volatility, but for the most part, it was sideways moving. Sideways moving. Now, where are we at right now? Currently, we are in a capitulation state. It's not to say that we can't have a capitulation state and fall off the shelf really, really quick. Because, like I said, we're at a 50-50 state because we haven't even done our complete 84% correction. We still have another 45% to go. So we could still see a downfall for Bitcoin because that whole 1 year of the bear market hasn't even played its course yet. It has not played its course yet. In fact, it won't play its course until roughly the beginning to middle of November, maybe even up to the end of November. And seeing how macro sentiment is and this crazy global recession that we're going through, it could be even longer. It could be longer for liquidity to actually get put into the markets, or it could be a fake out for people betting on that. That way, the institutions can come and get the lowest price while everybody else is hoping for a lower price. That's why it's always good thing to never get too greedy going down to the bottom. You never can predict the markets. You just react. The best way to react off the markets is to already have money in the markets in the first place. Dollar cost averaging on the way down. That way you never lose your position. You're always adding to your position. If you bought Bitcoin at the all-time high and it fails, buy more. Falls again, buy more. And it keeps falling, just forget it, buy more. Because at that point, the more you keep buying at a lower cost, you're getting more Bitcoin on top of that one Bitcoin that you probably bought in the beginning. If you bought $70,000 worth of Bitcoin at the all-time high, you got one Bitcoin. But then once it falls down to 40,000, boom, now you can get another Bitcoin for cheaper. Why not get it? Now you got two Bitcoin, boom. Why if it falls all the way down right here to 20,000, you could put 40,000 in there and get two more Bitcoin. Now you're up 4 Bitcoin. So the next bull market, when it takes off, we ain't even gonna get into the multipliers on that. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. But that's pretty much what we are. We're at a capitulation state, a 50-50, or whether we're gonna go to the bottom or we're gonna go to the top. And I believe that all comes off the backs of regulation in the market itself. Nothing that we can do about it. We can't put in no $1 million into Bitcoin and hope to change the price of it that drastically. It's was it almost like a $400 billion market cap. So adding in $1 million to it ain't gonna change it by much. It's not. It's just not. This is how it works. Unless you got billions of dollars just to pour into it. But the people who do have the billions of dollars, they're waiting on regulation. And once regulation does come, the floodgates will open, the bull market will start again. But it's best to get in early before it starts because you're getting the lowest prices on everything. Because once Bitcoin starts its move back upwards, everything is going to start its move back upwards. Because like I said, everything follows how Bitcoin moves. You see, upward swing, upward swing, upward swing. This is it. Yeah, moving on his own drum beat right here. Erland, yeah, upward swing. It's a small upward swing, smaller one, but it's still, they all have these upward swings. Why? Because Bitcoin just had its very own upward, oh, past it, upward swing right here. They're all following Bitcoin. That's the basis when it comes to trading crypto. Well, investing into crypto, trading crypto is a little bit different. Day trading is a little bit different. I'm not a day trader. I'm a long-term macro investor when it comes to these projects. I would like to see my money grow for the next 10 years. Now, for those of you who don't understand the best format to go by when it comes to investing, like I said, if you don't know the best format to go by when it comes to investing, passive income is key. For those of you who are working a 9 to 5, a 5 to 12, what late night shift, whatever, you're making $15, $16 an hour, and you can't use your day-to-day check to turn around and to invest. You could, especially if you're living alone, you probably could, like for sure. But for me, nah. I got 3 kids in this house and I got a wife, and she always wants to do something. It's always something that needs to get bought. And I can't explain to you how many times I don't try to put money to the side and save money and do this and the other. And then she'd be like, oh, but we need this paid off. Oh, wait, that's also need to get taken care of. Oh, we have a hospital bill for the kids when we want to go get their shots. I'm just like, never gets a break. Never get a break. Build up your own personal brand. Build up your own personal brand. Get your money flowing. Cash flow is the secret. If you don't got cash flow, then your portfolio is gonna hit the flow. Straight up like that. I got bars. You feel me? I ain't about to get too deep in it. This is not a rapping channel. I'm just spitting you guys some free game right now. Just free game. I'm not even getting too in-depth with it. But next video, I got something special for you guys. I want to show you how it is that you can spot out nice blue chip projects that have the potential to do 10x to your money. And they're way cheaper than the Bitcoin is. So you can get more for your buck. Bitcoin is already sitting at $20,000. But imagine, let's just take a stroll down here to the bottom of the page here. Imagine putting $1,000 into Thor chain here. Smaller market cap, is a little under 500 million. It take less liquidity flowing into Thor chain to double your money than it would for Bitcoin to double your money. You'll need another 500 million to double in Thor chain, and you'll need another 400 billion to double in Bitcoin. Not saying to buy Thor chain, sell Bitcoin. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just giving you some information. Market cap is key. Lower market cap projects have the potential to grow your portfolio larger than high market cap projects do. The only difference is security and risk. It's more of a risk with a lower market cap. Of course, Bitcoin is not going anywhere. So your risk on that is kind of like, it's going to be here for the next 20 years at this point. Like they're already letting the institutions starting to trade. BlackRock, it's an institution that has a minimum. I believe they said like $10.4 trillion is sitting on the side worth of assets, and they're opening up the doors to crypto. But the money's not gonna flow in, like I said earlier, until regulation comes. Get in early. Get in early because if you think they're only putting their money into Bitcoin, yeah, you're dead wrong. You're dead wrong. I believe any project that has any good utility for humankind moving forward, because this is the informational era. Moving forward, that's what it is that money's getting put into. The transfer of wealth is coming. And if you want your pockets open so the money can fall in there, please stay tuned to this channel throughout the entire journey, because I promise you, we will grow together. With that being said, I appreciate everybody who stayed until the end of the video. And like I said, we're going to thrive together. We're going to reach the moon, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, 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 yes. I'm going to see you guys next time. Thank you.